A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. What is it with this week of IPL 2023 where many of the games are going on the last ball of the match? GT versus KKR, that was the first game. LSG versus RCB, that was the second game. The third game was MI versus DC, and now you had CSK versus RR. It was an epic match. Chennai Super Kings losing by 3 runs. 5 runs were needed of one ball, but unfortunately, Chennai Super Kings did not win, and Chepauk was breached by the Rajasthan Royals for the first time in 15 years. The protagonists of this was MS Dhoni and Ravindra Jadeja towards the end. They tried their level best, but 20 per over, that was the asking rate in the last 2 overs. Unfortunately, they could not get it. But it was on the sidelines that what happened after the game that is really surprising. And it gives you insight as to MS Dhoni. Stephen Fleming in the post-match press conference has given a major news that MS Dhoni is actually still injured. Dhoni was spotted wearing a kneecap. That kneecap is the reason that MS Dhoni could not run properly. You remember that there was one delivery which he hit towards deep mid-wicket. Dhoni just ran a single. In peak MS Dhoni time, he would have run a 2. But now we have come to know that MS Dhoni is actually nursing a knee injury. Whatever had happened, he had dismissed it that it was just a mere cramp or whatever it was 2 matches ago. But now actually he is wearing a kneecap and that is restricting his mobility a lot. So MS Dhoni is actually nursing a knee injury. He does not want to miss most of the IPL games and that is why he is playing with the pain. So there is a major update that MS Dhoni, the Chennai Super Kings captain, is actually nursing a knee injury. He is wearing a kneecap in order to ensure that he can be match fit for that. So this is one major update that Stephen Fleming has given. Now this explains some of the running that MS Dhoni did during the course of the innings. You remember, he was not hustling through the wicket. Yes, he was running at normal pace, but you know that MS Dhoni, he likes to take quick singles, quick 2s and 3s. There was one instance when he could have taken a double, but he couldn't. We wondered why didn't he run that aggressively. Now we have come to know that MS Dhoni is actually nursing a knee injury. So that is why, for people who are joining us now, this is a kind of a breaking news update in this morning wrap. MS Dhoni is actually injured. He had suffered that injury in the second game for CSK. In the game against Lucknow Super Giants, you could see he was just stretching out his knee a bit. At that time, he had dismissed it as a mere cramp. But now it seems that the injury is a bit more serious at this point in time. So, wearing a kneecap, MS Dhoni is ensuring that he's at least playing some of the games here. We hope that he can make a recovery from that knee injury. But you have to understand, unfortunately, age has caught up with MS Dhoni. Injuries that are there now, it will not go away that soon. Such is his style of play. Such is the way how he maintains his fitness regime that whatever injury he sustains, that unfortunately might linger for quite some time now. You have to understand that Chennai Super Kings are nursing a lot of injuries. Ben Stokes in particular, he suffered an injured toe in addition to the knee injury that he's already nursing through. Yesterday, we all wondered why Sisanda Magala bowled only 2 overs. It has now come to light that when Magala took the catch, he actually suffered a split webbing. So that is why now Sisanda Magala is in doubt for the next couple of games also. He didn't bowl his full quota of overs because he sustained a split webbing. Deepak Chahar, well, they are still awaiting the results on whether he can participate in the entire IPL. Because a hamstring injury yet again means that Deepak Chahar could once again miss an entire IPL tournament. Remember, 2022 he missed the entire tournament due to a back stress fracture. Then now he is unfortunately again suffered a hamstring injury during the game against the Mumbai Indians, and that is why now Deepak Chahar's participation is in doubt. So there is a whole host of injuries that Chennai Super Kings are dealing with, and that is something Stephen Fleming has pointed out, that it has happened. We have got key players who are nursing injuries. What we can do about it? So MS Dhoni, Deepak Chahar, then you've got Sisanda Magala, potentially, who may not be able to play. And then after that, you've got Ben Stokes. 4 key players who are nursing injuries. MS Dhoni in particular, there has now been mixed reactions about his knock. Yes, everybody have hailed him as the ultimate GOAT when it comes to finishing the games. He's gotten them this close. The hope was there that he could pull off yet another miracle. But some fine margins unfortunately went against CSK. For example, that those three good balls that Sandeep Sharma bowled, kudos to him for maintaining his calm. 20th over, yet again, MS Dhoni showed why he is one of the best in the business. So, MS Dhoni, 20th over, brilliant. But if you have to honestly, brutally look at it, Chennai Super Kings lost their way. Right from the middle order batting, then in the 16th and 17th over, MS Dhoni not showing intent. Unfortunately, that was the thing. The game was already lost after the 17th over. MS Dhoni tried. If he had hit a six, it would have been yet another miracle. But unfortunately, it did not happen. Miracles do not happen every single day. Bowlers are now warming up to the fact that we can bowl one good delivery. One good delivery and MS Dhoni might struggle. So that is what Sandeep Sharma bagged after four bad deliveries. He nailed three good ones, and that's why Rajasthan Royals have won by a margin of 3 runs. The middle order batting is a massive concern for Chennai Super Kings. Shivam Dube is not performing. Ambati Rayudu was the impact player. He didn't perform. Moeen Ali struggled. Moeen Ali had a horrible day yesterday. 2 dropped catches, one very bad throw, and then struggling with the bat, 7 of 10 balls. So Moeen Ali unfortunately didn't do well for Chennai Super Kings, and that is why it's a big problem now. Today it is Gujarat Titans versus Punjab Kings. Gujarat Titans are playing their first game after Rinku Singh pulled off that miracle in Ahmedabad, 5 sixes, and that is why it is going to be a very important situation now. Gujarat Titans have to recover, and that is why it is a very important game for both teams. Punjab Kings, on the other hand, they lost against Punjab Kings lost against Sunrisers Hyderabad, and that is why it is a very important match for both sides. Can Gujarat Titans recover from the Rinku onslaught? It remains to be seen. Now, there is a problem when it comes to Akshar Patel and David Warner. Akshar Patel has lent his support to David Warner by saying, see, David Warner is trying his level best to ensure that he's doing all he can. He's trying to play aggressively, he's trying to rotate the strike, but nothing seems to be working. David Warner is trying his level best to ensure that he can do well, but unfortunately, it's not working out. Akshar Patel has lent his support to David Warner, the Delhi Capitals skipper. Remember, Delhi are 4 on 4. They have played 4, lost 4. So that is why it's not been a good season start for the Delhi Capitals. One hopes that they can make a quick recovery ahead of their game against Royal Challengers Bangalore that starts on Saturday. So Delhi Capitals versus Royal Challengers Bangalore will happen on Saturday. It remains to be seen, can Delhi break the jinx or will RCB continue on their winning ways? Now from cricket, there is one more situation that has developed when it comes to Ravichandran Ashwin. Ashwin, you remember, won the man of the match because he hit 30 of 22 and took 2 for 25. Fantastic bowling spell and also 30 crucial runs. Once again promoted up the order. We all thought that why was Ashwin promoted up the order yet again? But actually it turned out to be a masterstroke. The partnership that he shared, it helped Rajasthan Royals get to a very good total. Shimron Hetmeyer, on the other hand, hit a very good knock towards the end. Now, Ashwin had a complaint when it comes to the umpires. Dew had set in the second innings and the umpires were constantly changing the ball. And this is one of the complaints that Ravichandran Ashwin has given, that why were the umpires continuously changing the ball? I mean, there has to be a certain rule, there has to be a certain yardstick upon which you can determine, okay, the ball has gone out of shape or the ball is not worth playing with. So that is why it is a very problematic situation at this point in time for Ravichandran Ashwin. Why is there a constant change in the ball when there is dew around? This is one of the complaints that Ravichandran Ashwin has given. So it is a very problematic situation for Ravichandran Ashwin when it comes to dew. Because every time you change the ball, it becomes harder for the spinner to grip the ball and also to maintain consistency. An old ball, a new ball, he has to make those adjustments. But Ashwin did that. 2 for 25. Kudos to him. Fantastic spell of bowling. And that is why Rajasthan Royals, first time since 2008, they managed to win in Chepauk. Now, from here, we move to other sports and we look at the Champions League. It was a fantastic performance from Real Madrid as they defeated Chelsea 2-0. It could have been much worse, but Chelsea held their ground at the Santiago Bernabeu. Chelsea lost 0-2. Now remember, the second leg will be held at Stamford Bridge. It remains to be seen whether they can bounce back against the Real Madrid team who are looking really, really good. Karim Benzema in particular is looking in fantastic form at this point in time. Now, if you have to look at, there is some very good news from the world of wrestling, and in the Asian Wrestling Championships, Antim Pangal has secured a silver, and there are four bronze medals also. So, it is a very good sign that Indian wrestling has got some kind of depth. Because remember, all the major players are either not participating or do not want to participate due to the ongoing standoff that the wrestlers have against the WFI. So that is why it is a very problematic situation at this point in time. So this is the world of sport that we are seeing. And today it is going to be Gujarat Titans versus Punjab Kings in Mohali. Both teams coming off losses. Punjab Kings in particular, Shikhar Dhawan's 99 went in vain as Sunrisers Hyderabad won that match. But Gujarat Titans, Hardik Pandya is expected to be back. Will he ensure that Gujarat Titans recover from that assault that Rinku Singh had? Because remember, Rinku Singh's assault would have left Yash Dayal scarred. But Hardik Pandya, after the game, it was revealed and it was reported that he spent a lot of time with the youngster, assured him that don't worry, all this happens. We are backing you. So it was very good for Hardik Pandya to back Yash Dayal, because remember, Yash Dayal has been touted as one of the future stars of Indian cricket. But again, for all the fans out there, Yash Dayal needs a massive amount of IPL and domestic cricket experience in order to even be considered for Indian cricket selection. He's miles behind when it comes to Indian cricket team selection. Yes, he needs to do well consistently in domestic and IPL cricket so that he can get a call. Arshdeep Singh did well for 3 to 4 years for Punjab Kings in the IPL. That's why he got a call up in the Indian cricket team. So that is the game that we have. Gujarat Titans versus Punjab Kings. Siddhant is asking me, can Shikhar Dhawan win the orange cap? Yes, he can. He should. I think he will. He's got a second win and he's looking in good touch. He's batting much more aggressively now, and that is why it is a very, very good situation that he's got. So Siddhant, he's asking, does his teammates know what MSD is? They should start giving their 200% to support their captain. I hope, everybody will know about the injury. But the problem is, many people are getting injured for CSK. That is the problem. And on top of that, if you want, players will be giving their 200%. It's just that they are not firing. Shivam Dubey is not fired. Ambati Raidu, except for one or two knocks, he's not fired. Ben Stokes is not fired. Moeen Ali has not fired yet. So that is why it was a very, very difficult. Devon Conway, 50 of 38. Lot of question marks over his knock also, because it put the opposition, it gave the opposition the impetus. A very, very, you may say, average strike rate. Unfortunately, Devon Conway, a 50 nowadays is also considered not good, because the team lost by 3 runs. That is the fine margins upon which you operate. So at this point in time, no, Anurag K, I am not the brother of Ravichandran Ashwin. I admire him a lot. I do follow him a lot. And that's why I'm not his brother. I wish I was, but I am not his brother. I'm not Ravichandran Ashwin's brother. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this morning wrap. We will be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.